I have to talk about a lot of ridiculous things that happen on the internet, but this meltdown truly takes the cake because Wil Wheaton, the Star Trek actor, an intrepid liberal activist, has had a complete and utter meltdown on social media because Larry David viciously assaulted the puppet named Elmo. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, if you do not know Wil Wheaton, you might think that this is a complete and utter satire because of how absurd it truly is, but I think he just needs help. I think that he is seriously going through a bit of a mental crisis and he needs help because he is furious. Larry David was violent against Elmo. He said, "So I heard about Larry David assaulting Elmo on live television, but didn't watch it until now because I knew it would upset me." Holy shit, it's even worse than I thought. What is wrong with that guy? Elmo is like the best friend to multiple generations of children. In the Sesame Street universe, Elmo is a child who is currently putting mental health and caring for others in the spotlight. Oh no, he's going into Elmo's backstory now. And Larry David did that, and I thought it was going to be funny. What an a-hole. What a stupid, self-centered, tone-deaf a-hole. So he is raging over the fact that somebody had a skit where they hit a puppet. We are not talking about a character that is supposed to represent like a real person, okay? And I understand you might have love and nostalgia for Elmo because you grew up watching Elmo, but as an adult, to get this upset over the fact that he did a small little skit with a puppet just makes you look even more pathetic than you already did. I mean, we all hate Wil Wheaton, I think, collectively, because he is constantly complaining about the lamest things ever. Okay, nobody cares about what he has to say, even though he constantly tries to make himself relevant. But as you can see later in this absolutely massive post, he's basically angry, and the reason why he decided to make this statement is because he felt that Larry David's apology was not acceptable. He says that it is obviously insincere and clearly communicates that you just don't get it. And of course, later in the show, when Larry David did this, he struggled to force out an apology through his own laughter, telling Elmo he was really sorry. And the Today Show also apologized for letting him go too far, as they said, but clearly he wasn't actually apologizing to people who are going to be offended like you will, because there's not that many people out there who are going to be upset. We are talking about a puppet here, and Larry David gets that. I get that. I think that you all get that. Wil Wheaton seems to be the only person, to be honest, that is so offended by this. I haven't even seen any other posts of people saying this is terrible or awful or disgusting, and it is hilarious to see washed up actors and lame activists like Wil Wheaton go on social media and complain about the dumbest things possible because it just makes people dislike them even more. But that's all that I really had to show off in this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't give it a dislike, I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.